Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Uh-oh. The Brooklyn Nets ain't playing, are they? You see, Sean Marks basically was like, look, we don't need Harden. We don't need him. They really didn't. They didn't need him in the first place. And this is what we were trying to tell people from the get-go is that you weaken your team when you trade all those pieces away. You know, they traded all these pieces away and they were able to get it back. Now, Drummond ain't good as Allen. Allen is a way better player overall than Drummond, in my opinion. But he fits what they need. Now, the buyout market. Now, Goran Dragic was supposed to go to the Lakers. Everybody was hoping that everybody wanted him. The Warriors wanted him, the Lakers wanted him, the Clippers wanted him, the Bulls and Bucks wanted him. You know, the 14-year doing this is Shams Charania or Sharania, whatever the hell this man name is. He basically said he's signing with the Nets, and this is, reported today. He was traded from the Raptors, for whom he played 5 games in total, to the Spurs. At the trade deadline this month, he agreed to take a contract buyout with the Spurs, making him a free agent available to sign with the contender. And those teams I listed were the earlier teams interested. Signing with the Nets reunites him with, him and Steve Nash were together in Phoenix. 08 and an 09 season to mid 2011. Dragic, he was moved to Houston, because he played behind Nash at the point. Now, Nash reportedly met with him on Friday. Mark Stein reported this over the weekend. Dragic is 35, was moved last summer from Miami, where he spent the better part of 7 seasons, to the Raptors in a sign and trade deal. He left the Raptors for personal reasons in November. He averaged 14 points on 46% shooting and 5 assists per game. Over his career, after the Spurs drafted him in the second round in 08, he was named an All-Star in the 2017-18 season. While with the Heat, the Nets made the biggest splash of the trade deadline by sending James Harden to Philly for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond. Brooklyn's 31-8 is sitting in the middle of the Eastern Conference standings during the All-Star break and returns to the court on Thursday. The Nets host the Boston Celtics, 34-26. So, yeah, we're going to get that game going on. Basically, we'll see. Do I think this will help them? Yeah, it's especially at home because, see, Dragic is a combo guard. He can score, he can facilitate. The guy can do both. So, we'll see. I mean, this is a good move. The Brooklyn Nets really were like, look, man, they were done with Harden. So now they're moving in to try to make a push for this year because honestly, those 2 first-round picks they got, that'll help them down the line. They could compete for the next 2 or 3 years. Even if KD decides to retire or leave, they still have enough weapon and artillery. Cam Thomas has been balling this year. You got Patty Mills. You got Seth Curry. You got guys. You got Andre Drummond. Ben Simmons. I feel like if Ben Simmons plays the power forward position, like my brother Kraken said, my homeboy Detroit T, shout out to them, and LB. I think what's his name? Jamaica Mafia. Shout out to my brother Jamaica, man. Jamaica be coming by, blessing the page, and he's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. So, all of them say, like, if they stay healthy or they get together, the Brooklyn Nets could win the East. And I believe they can. This move will help them. Goran Dragic doesn't have to play that many minutes. He doesn't have to be the main scorer. So now you could put Ben Simmons at the 4 and you have nothing but shooters around him. And he can get guys the ball. He could post up. He could do all type of things. I'm not saying he's the greatest to me, but to me, as a point guard, to me, he's not good. But if you put him at the 4 position, I believe he'll be great at the 4 because he can pass, he could defend, he could do well on switches, and in some cases, you could throw him at the 5. You could have KD at the 4, and then you could have Kyrie at the 2. You know, you could have Seth in there. You know, it's a lot of things you could do that I can't wait to see with this team. You know, this team could be dangerous. Now, my only problem is going to be Steve Nash. Steve Nash has got to do better with his rotations. Not only his rotations, he's got to do a lot better with the personnel. He has to work with his personnel. He has to learn how to substitute, rotate his players. This guy is one of the worst players, one of the worst coaches when it comes to rotating players, knowing personnel, putting people in the places he need to. And when Kevin Durant come back, are you going to lighten his minutes? Because you're sending a message to the team that, oh, without KD, we suck. And that hurts the team confidence. You've got to lessen KD's minutes. KD should be playing between 30 to 35 minutes. Seriously. I mean, he's an older player. His body's breaking down. He's getting to the backside of his career. If you want to win, you have got to do a much better job. You got to do a much better job as far as putting people in the right place. And you have to do a better job when it comes to putting the right people out there. Because that's what's going to hurt them down the stretch. If you got a coach that's not going to know how to switch guys, you done got past the James Harden ordeal. No more James choked, and you don't need that softness. Now, Ben Simmons in the fourth quarter or even any quarter, he's not going to shoot. And that's fine. He don't have to shoot because he has shooters around him. He has shooters around him. He could do different things. He could defend. And plus, in transition, is the best to use Ben. He could get a rebound, boom, push the court. He got those shooters at the 3. Got a guy trailing him to get to the lane. He could give it to him or throw it to a 3-point shooter. Nothing but danger. Nothing but danger. Nothing but how do I say it? Nothing but weapons around him. And then in the half court, you could have Kyrie, or hell, you could give it to Ben in the post, or you could run it with Kyrie. You could leave him. You could have him with Kyrie or with whoever at the point, Kyrie or Seth or any of those guys can run a half court offense. You know, that's just how it is. That's how I look at it. But this was a great win because now this hurts the Lakers. This hurts other teams like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's starting 5 is great. Their problem is their bench. When Giannis goes to the bench, they are terrible. When Drew Holiday go to the bench, when Chris Middleton was out there by himself, they didn't have a Giannis. They were terrible. They were terrible. They were terrible. So that's just how it is. So my honest opinion, this was great for Brooklyn to do because now the Lakers are hurting the Bucks. Yeah, like because we saw the Bucks without Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they did not look good at all. They didn't look good at all. The Heat are fine. The Heat, they have the players, they have the personnel. Um, the other teams. What did they say? Hold on. The Chicago Bulls, yeah, that would have helped the Bulls out a lot. The Warriors, that would have helped them out. They need an extra guy off the bench. This would have helped the Clippers out tremendously if they could have got him. But the teams that's gonna hurt the most that didn't get him was the Lakers, I say the Bulls and the Bulls, Lakers and the Bulls, and the Bucks. Lakers, Bulls, and Bucks are gonna hurt from not getting this because they needed an extra guy to come off the bench. But let me know, man, how you guys feel. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think the Nets are have improved, or do you think they're the same? I think they've improved, and if they get everybody back healthy, I'm with my brother Kraken, Detroit T, Jamaica, and LB that they could win it all. So thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you love what you hear, you can go to the description box, hit that link, and then you could basically get to my Cash App. You could donate $1, donate $1,000,000, whatever you're willing to give, we accept. Not only that, you guys can also super chat me, man. The super chat work now, guys. You can throw $1, 2, or $4, $5. That's when it premieres, and that's when we're live. So hey, thank you guys for listening. You guys should see 4 videos at the end. Click those videos and you guys can check out some more of the page. We is out. Daisy.